Please speak. You are not. You will be audible.
All right. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone. Hope you all are doing well. First of all, I'd like to fill my congratulations, sir. Just a second. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity for this wonderful discussion. And I'm really feeling honored to be part of this wonderful discussion. So, I don't need to introduce myself because sir already introduced about me. I have my long biodata, so it will take time, so I'm here about it directly. So the main part for today's topic is communication skills, right? So first of all, we have to clear about what is communication. Simply, communication means to communicate with others, right? So who is playing the role of how to communicate? Take for example the language. Language is the main part. The main part language. Language is the code of communication. Now we have to clear that what is language first. Language means simply the via code of communication. Okay. It may be gesture, it may be gesture or body language, or maybe signs, or maybe whatever. So the first point is that, do you think that communication means only to speak language and by language only you can communicate with the others? Definitely no. Let me give you one example. Suppose you are driving, okay, and there is one signal, right? So if in a traffic signal, if you see the red light, that means what you will do? Definitely you will stop, right? So if it is green, then what you will do? You can go. And if it is yellow, that means you have to slow down. So if you think about the communication here, this traffic signal,
green, red, yellow, they are not speaking with me, but still they can communicate with others. That means you have to stop. If green means you can go, or yellow means you can slow down. So this is the part of communication, right? Now, my second part is that, just listen me carefully. If I ask you, did it? I'm sure that 90% of you will not recognize that what I am saying or what I am asking, right? So if I say, did you eat? Then definitely your answer will be, yes, we ate, right? Now the point is that, when our target is communication, if you say that, did it? That means you have to go to America, not India. So 2 points. First, whenever you will speak, you have to make sure the target audience to whom I am talking about. And the second thing, the place where I am speaking. You cannot speak like this to a taxi driver. Hey, taxi, you want to go to airport? I am very busy. My flight will be at 10 o'clock. So what taxi driver will do? Maybe he will not interested to take you, and maybe he will use some slang language for you. But if you ask the taxi driver that, hey, taxi, airport, 50 rupees, go, then he will be happy. Of course, you are not using the proper language, proper grammar, but he will be very happy because at least he can understand what you are asking. So similarly, one American, maybe he is in India right now, and you are talking with him, and you are speaking like, hey, Tom, how are you? Are you hungry? Maybe you will be not happy. Oh, these Indian people, they don't know English. So the point is that 2 things you have to take care. The person to whom I am speaking and the place where I am speaking. This is very, very important. Right now I am speaking in front of you, and definitely you can see that the way I am speaking, you will feel that I am speaking like a Bengali language, right? And another point is that as a scholar, I find out that sometimes we don't need to show ourselves. This is not necessary. You see? You have to use the proper grammar, you have to use the proper language, simple language, so that my target audience can understand very clearly. That is the main target. Okay? So that's why sometimes if I ask you that, There is another part I would like to discuss with you. That now, do you think that English is very, very a difficult language? How many of you think that English is a very difficult language? Yes, yes, yes. Do you think that English is a very difficult language? At least one person. If you allow to talk with me, then I'll be more perfect then. All right. So how many of you think that English is a very, very difficult language? Maybe 70 to 80%, or maybe some. I know that some people, they can speak very fluently. Okay. My point is that where is the problem? Why we are feeling problem? That why are feeling shy? Why we cannot speak English? This is the main problem. Okay. If you think about India, as a language expert, I can easily find out myself that. Take for example my baby. Okay, my baby is 6 years old, my child. So first 4 years I taught him only the mother tongue, Bengali language. Okay, this is very, very important. So you have to teach your child should know the mother language first. Okay, this is the very, very important. Second thing, if you think about India, Hindi is our national language, right? So, after mother language, you have to learn the Hindi. And the third option is foreign language. But what we are doing, some parents, they are very much careful about their child and they are teaching English only from the beginning. That's not the correct way. Okay, maybe their perception is something different. So I don't know what they are thinking, and maybe what they're thinking to do, what they're going to do about the future of their career of their kids. But as an expert, my suggestion is that teach Bengali language first. And to learn a language, we have 4 skills, right? Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So if I ask you something, suppose when I am speaking, I'm sure you can listen carefully, right? You understand carefully what I am asking. Second thing, if I ask you that I am not speaking, so you cannot listen, right? So if I ask you, how are you, sir, then you can reply me, yeah, I am fine. So listening and speaking, these 2 skills are together. You cannot divide it. Just like a body and soul. Okay. If you cut one skill, so the other skill will lose its value. Yani until listen something, you cannot speak. This is the main problem. Now, why I am asking about listening and speaking and reading and writing, there is another part. For not only English language, any language, right? Any language, Hindi, Bangla, Urdu, Sanskrit, whatever you want to learn, 4 skills. This is very, very important. First, you have to listen carefully. Second, you have to speak properly. Third, you have to read properly. And the writing is the last option. So, you may ask me that why we don't need writing sometimes. You know, I can read Quran, right? I don't know how many of you read Quran and how many of you cannot write Quran. I cannot write Quran, but I can read Quran. Okay. So, what is the problem? So, just now I am speaking English with you, right? So, whatever I am speaking, you can listen carefully. I am sure you can speak also. Third thing, if I give you the newspaper or something like that, magazine, you can easily read it and you can easily write it also. So, to be perfect for a language, we have 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. So listening is clear, reading is clear, writing is also clear. Now, what is the problem? You can also speak, but speaking, this is the problem in this skill. So, if I think that it's 100%, 25, 25, 25, and 25. So, 75% English is over. Then what is the problem? Problem is on that, excuse me. Sorry, answer. So, what is the problem? So, 75% is over because you can listen carefully, you can read carefully, and you can write carefully. Now, the problem is in speaking, right? So, we have to develop this skill also. Only this skill, that's it. So, why you are afraid? Why people are saying that I cannot speak English, I cannot understand English? No. So how you can develop this skill? This is the point, right? So in my whole life, whatever I have done in my research, I tried to find out, or I discovered so many things. So I cannot explain all, but I'm just giving you some idea that English is not our mother language, right? It's a foreign language. So it is not possible that everyone, they know all the English, right? Even if you ask me that, I have done my research in English, but that doesn't mean that I know 100% English, right? So how you can develop your speaking fluency, this is the main target. So presently in Jazan University, I am the main in charge of English club, right? So today I'm going to introduce my English club to you. So this English club will make you very careful. Just a second. I will share my screen here. All right. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir. একটু স্ক্রিন শেয়ার enable করে দিন এখানে।
It's already enabled. The co-host has already got the.
Dear host, please give the co-host permission to Dr. Sohel Rana, sir.
Already it is given. Let me check it again.
No.
Okay, let me check it again. Yes, just a minute. Yes, you can continue. Yes, it's coming. The screen is visible.
All right. So now I'm going to introduce this English club. Okay. So as I told you that listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So 75% English you already know, and among those that remain 25%, I'm sure that 5 to 10% you also know. So what is the problem? That you have to develop your speaking fluency, right? So how you can? This is our latest research, and I am the main in charge of the Jazan University for this English club. Okay, of course, this English club is still not introduced in India. Okay, I'm sure that after maybe 1 year and after 2 years, it will come to India. Okay, so this English club. First of, when you will listen this English club, you can see that there is a word club, right? So you will confuse club, English club. What is this? Okay. If club means normally it's for playing or maybe for entertainment, right? So the idea of this English club, it comes from British. Okay. Because before 10 years back, lots of Saudi students, they are very much eager to learn English in a casual way, right? So whenever there was vacation, maximum students from Saudi Arabia, they flew to British or maybe America. They can easily get a visa. And the British people, for the first time, they introduced this English club. Okay, so just join this English club and enjoy an entertainment here, and side by side have fun, and side by side learn English. This is the main target. Okay. Now, what is the English club? Let's see. You see that English club is a place for language learners to use English in a casual way to improve their English fluency, right? Take for example, if you think about the Al-Amin mission, we have 65 branches, right? So if we can manage one small room, and if we give the name that English club room, and if our target is to speak English or to learn English, then how English club will play a great role to develop your fluency? Let's see. So, what is English club? English club is a place for language learners to use English in a casual way to improve their English fluency. Alright. What is the advantage of this English club? The biggest advantage of an English club is to allow students to practice speaking in an informal and relaxed environment. This is very, very important. Practice speaking in an informal and relaxed environment. Why? It is very, very important, this sentence, relaxed environment. Take for example, you are introducing on English club room, but why students will go there? They don't have time. They have other job. So if our target is to give the practice of English, so we have to design the room in such a way that they should come first in that room. They should take some interest to enter that room. This is our first target. All right. Now, what is the objectives of this English club? The main objective of English club is to engage and encourage students to improve their speaking fluency. This is the first target. Second thing, each participant can get a chance to use his own words to practice English. Finally, if a student level of English is poor and he is shy to speak English, then the English club gives an opportunity to speak even without restriction to communicate with others, right? And the last one, the ultimate goal of English club is to practice English language to master its fluency. Okay, and this is the last slide for this. Remember, the English speaking club is not like your regular classes, right? That you attended every day at college or schools or universities. Make sure speaking in English during session is required. Why? Because we found out that in our research that the first problem is that we are feeling shy because we don't know the grammar and we don't know the proper grammar, how to speak the English, right? And the second thing is that we are not getting the actual environment that we can speak clearly. Because nowadays we have a tendency that if you speak English, so other people will not encourage you. They will feel jealous or they are not interested to listen your English, right? So the first thing is that the moment a student enters the English club room, he is requested to try to speak English. Why? Because as I told you already that English is not our language. This is the foreign language. So we don't know. We are in the primary level. We are a beginner. So, and it is not possible to use the exact grammar, exact English. So here what we are doing, the moment a student entered that room, he has to speak. No choice. Either you know grammar or not a grammar, not a problem. You have to speak. You are bound to speak there. This is the first thing. Since it is a club, the teacher's role is to guide and make fun in the class. Until there will be some fun, students will not get the interest to enter that room. I'm sorry. Since it is a club, the teacher's role is to guide and make fun in the class so that students can really feel interested to attend the English club. I hope this English club is clear to you, right? Now, okay. So, I hope it is clear, right? Yes. What is English club? It is a simple room. The moment you will enter the room, you have to speak, no choice. If you don't know grammar or grammar, not a problem there. Now this is I will discuss the topic that, teacher, you are saying that grammar is not important. How can it's possible? Maybe English language will lose its value if you will not use the grammar, right? As a linguist, Yani as an expert in research, we found out that sometimes we don't need grammar. Our first target is to communicate with the others, right? I already told you two things, the person to whom I am speaking and the place. You have to take care. Then we can speak English, right? Right now, whatever I am speaking, if I will be in Saudi Arabia, then how I will speak there? Dr. Sohel, what do you know about this? Are you okay? What do you want? Da and ta. These two sounds is very, very important in Saudi Arabia. Okay. So when I will be there, I have to speak like them. Right now, I am in West Bengal, so I have to speak like this. If I go to America, I have to speak like them. Hey, I have to go more fast, okay? Maybe you will not catch me on that time. But the best English I have ever heard, that is in my Thailand visit in 2015. How they speak. Such a wonderful way to speak English over there. Just listen me. I was hungry on that time and I was looking for the food. So one lady came and she was asking me, Dr. Sohel, are you hungry? Do you need any food? This is the best way of English I have ever heard. When you are speaking, all the words, all the sounds are clear. Every word they're giving the gap so that the other person is very clear whatever they're speaking. And what is the great benefit to speak like this? You are getting time to translate. Okay. How are you? There is no gap, right? So when you are saying, how are you? You are giving some time. That means you have some time to translate the sentences and they are using the accurate English. Okay. Of course, in India, we don't have so much time and we are very fast. This is our fast life. Okay. So this is their culture to speak English like this. Now, while I was there, grammar, right? So in our study, sometimes we don't need grammar. Why we don't need grammar? This is the best way to develop your fluency, right? You know, when I landed in Saudi Arabia in 2010-11, how the students will communicate it with me? Teacher, how are you? Teacher, I go. Teacher, you come. Teacher, I sit. You see, there is no grammar, but everything is clear. Before 10 years, very few of them can speak English, but nowadays, 80% students are speaking English, right? How they develop? Because you see that in Saudi culture, 60 to 70% people are from outside. And there is no choice. Every shops, every shopping malls, you have to speak English. In all the stops, maximum they are speaking English. Okay. So, and nowadays, because of Saudi AACERT, Saudi people are getting lots of opportunity for the job, right? And this is the main criteria that you have to speak English, otherwise you will not get a job. So the point is that they were bound to speak and they are not following the grammar. Their first target is to communicate with the customer, communicate with the people. Okay. Now, again, I am saying that when I am saying that we don't need the grammar in our primary level, so English language will lose its value. No. Take for example, I am giving another example. So I'm sure that many of you are chatting in mobile, right? So GR8, that means great. Welcome, WLCM, welcome, you are using. Now look, the problems, not the problems. When you are chatting with your friends like GR8, see you soon, okay? CM come, SN soon, OIC, like this. You are using, right? Actually, it is wrong. You are not using the proper language. Is it a language? Of course, no. But your other party, he is accepted. He is accepting. And he has no problem with this. He can easily understand your message, right? Now, the problem is that, take for example, right now I am using GR8, CL, call, whatever. It is not a language. Okay. But my other party, now why it is successful? Because my other party, he is not complaining me that you are using the wrong language. It is not a proper spelling. In our survey, we have found that 60% of youngsters, they are agree with this. They are ready to accept this. They don't have any problems. But who are above 50 or who are above 60 years old, they are not accepting it, because that is the old generation. The new generation, they are clearly accepting this, but the old generation are not accepting. They are saying that, oh no, if you will use without grammar, if you are using language, you are writing the language in a wrong spelling. No, English language will lose its value. But as I told you that 70% to 60% young generation, they are accepting it. That means right now, this is not a language, but my child, my baby, when they are growing up, right? We are already 40. So my baby, when they will accept this language, CL call, WLCM come, they will be habitual after using this. And after some time, slowly, this sign language is also will become a main language. Maybe it will create another language. This is actually called as creole. Okay, I'm sure you'll not get understand. This is another term. So whatever right now we are using, take for example in Kerala. If you go to Kerala, I'm sure 99% of you, or maybe 90%, they don't know Kerala language, right? So in my own experience, I have found that one old lady, she was selling the coconut, right? And she has no idea about the Bengali language. So how she is communicating with me there? Hey Babu, coconut, 10 rupees. Is it English language? Definitely no. This is not English language, and there is no grammar. This is totally wrong. But she can easily communicate with the tourist. So this kind of language is available in tourist area, right? Well, so whereas there, I was talking about the grammar. So the target is, if you are a beginner or if you are learning a language, that means for the first time, we don't need grammar. Now, why we don't need grammar? I will explain. Take for example, this dead body is alive. Just translate it. This dead body is alive. এই মরাটা বেঁচে আছে. After some time, this room will not speak with me. Is it correct? Definitely no. My mobile is speaking with me. This pen is looking to me. Amazing, right? I'm speaking English language and the grammar is absolutely correct. But what's wrong? Meaning is not acceptable, right? Take for example, Ali. Ali is very popular, this name in Saudi Arabia. Ali is very good boy. Meaning is clear. But if I say, Ali is a good boy, the meaning is totally opposite, right? So that's why I'm saying that our main target is to communicate with the others. If he or she can understand what I am saying, that is language. That is communication. Okay. Take for example, there is another way of communication, body language. If I ask you that, definitely it is clear. I'm calling someone, right? If I touch my hand, that is blessing, right? If I touch my hand, sabas. If I do like this, that is victory. There are lots of body languages, right? Do you think that by these body languages are same in all over the world? Actually, I was also thinking that these body languages are same in all over the world. But in my Thailand experience, when I was in my flight, so I found out that they have given me one form, male and female. So definitely I am a male, so I just make it tick in the box. Okay, but later on, when I am checking the form carefully, I noticed that normally in our form, it is mentioned that please mark tick, right? But in Thailand, it is opposite. please mark cross. If you are a male, you have to mark cross, no tick, totally opposite. Okay. So there is another experience. This means definitely yes, right? And this means no. But if you go to Thailand, be careful. This means no there. And this means yes. Okay. Similarly, in South India, whatever you will asking, hey, are you okay? Yeah, yes. Are you going there? No. They are moving their hand left and right. Okay. So body languages are not same in all over the world. There is another very important topic points right now, that bees dancing. Have you ever seen bees dancing? মৌমাছি যে চাকের কাছে ঝিঝিক করে নাচে. This is the latest research in language, that why they are dancing like this. Actually, they are giving the command to the other bees that how much distance the nectar is available. Okay. Don't think that bees are normally dancing like this. Jig, not like that. If any bees, some bees, they found some nectar in 2 kilometer or 3 kilometer away, if they can found some flower or nectar, they will zigzag dance and they will come back. That means he's giving the signal to the other bees that nectar is available in this direction and this way. This is the latest research. Now, another point is that I'll talk about actually the main topic for today, is communication, right? So I will give you another example. We have 10 minutes only. I can say it. So communication means...
You can continue. You can continue till 11:25 as you have started late.
Okay, yes. So yeah, I'll talk about another part of communication. You know, in Europe or America, the old ages people, yani above 60 or above 65, old lady or old guys, they're talking much, they're communicating much with their puppy rather than their kids, you know. Puppy, sit down. Tommy, come here. They're very busy to communicate with their pet dogs or pet. Okay. So what I was talking about, yes, grammar. I was talking about grammar. Take for example, if I say that I love biryani, right? So subject, verb and object is clear. But if I say I biryani love, can you guess yani you recognize the message, or you will say that it is a wrong English? Yes, guess. I biryani love.
Yes.
How you will take this sentence? I biryani love.
It's
is
like
it wrong?
It's like who is the captain? I is the captain.
I is the captain, exactly. My target is that we are beginner, okay? I'm not asking, you see that I'm not asking that who already knows and who already have master of his fluency in English. I'm talking about the beginners who has no command over English, okay? Only for them. How you can develop your fluency. Forget about grammar. I don't care about grammar. I biryani love. Absolutely correct. I can easily understand the message, right? That's why I'm saying that this dead body is alive. Ei morata beche ache. Absolutely wrong. But there is, grammatically, if you think that it is absolutely correct, there is subject, there is verb, there is everything. This pen will not speak with me. This pen is speaking with me. Absolutely correct grammar. So nothing wrong. But the meaning is not acceptable. So our target is that message should be clear to my other party. This is my main target, right? Now, I was talking about that how you can develop your fluency, right? There are some way. I don't know that you can introduce English club in your branch or not, but simply just right now the situation is like that. If you get some success, so other party, normally some people, they are not feeling happy. Maybe they are jealous or something like that. So the point is that you will not get the proper place how to develop, how to speak English, okay? I will suggest you speak yourself. Don't care, speak yourself. You know, right now, whatever I am speaking English, okay, I had no fluency before. I'm giving you an example that on 2002, when I entered Aligarh University, I had no command over Hindi and Urdu, right? So 16 days, I sealed my mouth. I was feeling shy. I was afraid. I was scared. If I speak something, I had no idea. So maybe they will feel happy when I laugh or something like that. Okay. But after 16 days, I decided that I have to open my mouth. Because until I speak, I cannot learn. Until I tell the wrong, I will not learn the right. Okay. So you will laugh that my first sentence was that in the Urdu background in Aligarh Muslim University. I remember one advertisement in DD News. ये ऐसा वैसा अमला नहीं है, ये सिर्फ डाबर अमला है. So I just started my Hindi like this sentence. I first opened my mouth by this sentence. Later on, I started to speak. Within 15 days, I got the command over Hindi and Urdu. Okay. Now, how it is possible, Hindi and Urdu, or Hindi, Urdu and Bengali, how I developed within 15 days? You know, there are two belts in language, North India and South India. In North India, 4 languages are very, very popular. Hindi, Sanskrit, Bengali and Urdu. In South India, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam. Okay. Now, how it is possible? If you know Bengali, it is very easy for you to accept Hindi and Urdu. How? I am calling only 10 flower name. Just Gulab, Rajnigandha, okay, Jasmine, something like that. If you count only 10 flowers, you will notice that 60 to 70% flower names are same in all the languages. Okay, I'm counting in Bengali. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? If I count in Hindi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see the similarity? 70% you will find the same things. Slightly pronunciation is different, something like that. Okay. So these 4 languages are very easy to accept. Okay. But in South India, similarly, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada. Nan, ni, ami, tumi, okay, vellam, whatever. Most of the languages are 60 to 70%. They are very similar. So it is very easy for a Tamil person to accept Kannada. But the South Indian belt, they cannot accept the North Indian language. And North Indian people, they cannot accept the South Indian language. It's totally different. Okay. Now, pronunciation. I will talk about the pronunciation. Why pronunciation is very, very important right now in the present world. Okay. If you don't have the proper pronunciation, that means you have to practice for this. Why I am giving more importance in pronunciation? You see that I have found in my life, I am a Bengali speaker, right? So my pronunciation is not good. And it is very difficult for me to accept the actual pronunciation for English as a British and American. Okay. But in Urdu and Hindi belt, their pronunciation is extremely good. Sometimes they are asking me, Dr. Sohel, why your pronunciation is not good? Definitely, it's a genuine question. I know that because our pronunciation or is little bit different. And in Urdu and Hindi, alif, be, te, say like this, they have the best pronunciation for English. Okay. So as a Bengali speaker, it is very difficult to, if you really want to mature your fluency, then you need practice. Otherwise, you cannot pronounce it well. Anybody can understand if I speak English, this person is from Bengali. Okay. Now, take for example, this is my last topic for this session. Take for example, one American, Tom. Take for example, Tom from America. He visited Ameen mission. And he is sitting here and he is asking about one pan, P-A-N, pan, tea making pot, right? So how Tom will asking me, hey, Dr. Sohel, can you give me one pan? O chai into pan. But pa, ta and ka, these 3 sounds pan, tan, can in Australia, British and America, right? So Tom is asking me, Dr. Sohel, can you allow me one pan? So what I will give him? I will give definitely one paka, fan debo. Similarly, if I visited in America or Australia or British and I really need a fan because the weather is hot. So how I will ask Tom? Definitely my pronunciation should be like him. Otherwise he will not feel happy that his pronunciation is not good. So I can ask you, hey Tom, I really, it is very hot. I need a fan. You know what Tom will give me? He will give me a pen, not Tom, not fan. I hope you understand the point. Now the point is that C-A-T, cat, K-I-T, kite. C means ka and K means also ka. Problem. If I say in Bengali belt that I want one kite, right? K-I-T, kite. Okay. But when I will pronounce this sentence, I need a kite. But how Tom will pronounce it? Hey, I need a kite. So the pronunciation is totally changed. Pronunciation is totally changed means your meaning is also changed. Pan for Tom and pan for me. Okay. One simple pronunciation will make the difference of the meaning. Okay. Take for example, in some languages, in Arab belt, in Arabic language, they don't have pa sound. If I say paper, they are saying beber. Petrol, they say petrol. Petromin, betromin. Okay. Similarly, in Thailand, they don't have ra sound, ra. If I say Royal River Hotel, they say Loyal River Hotel. Okay. In West Bengal, in Bengali belt, I am saying my name is Sohel Rana, but in Urdu belt, they don't have sa sound. They are saying Suhel. They cannot pronounce the actual pronunciation. Okay. My point is that simple pronunciation differences can make the whole system change. They can change the meaning. So there is a joke in Gujarati language. They don't have ka sound, right? So one professor, he knows that in Gujarati language they don't use the ka sound. Okay. So the professor asked one lady, and the professor is asking the lady that say kamar. The girl is replying kamar. Professor say again, say kamar, kamar. Listen carefully and tell me kamar. Sir, kamar. Why you cannot speak kamar? Then the girl is replying, sir, मैं kamar ही तो बोल रही हूँ. Because they cannot speak kamar. Okay. Now how we can overcome this problem, right? This is the last part. Right now, whatever you are using the language, whatever you are writing, that is called as alphabetic writing, right? We are using A, B, C, D, E, F. If you ask me, write your name, so A, so H, E, L. If anyone name is, take for example, kite, K-I-T, so I will pronounce it as kite, but the American will say there is a kite. So pronunciation change means meaning also change. So we linguists developed another writing transcription that is not available in India right now. Maybe after some time it is going to introduce in the syllabus. Okay. Now how we can overcome this problem? Take for example, we need some. Okay, so this is called as phonetic transcription, right? Alphabetic writing system we are using right now. Whatever, if I say write an essay about Macbeth, Hamlet, whatever, write a letter about notice, whatever. So if you will write by your alphabet, right? But when you are writing by alphabetic writing system, there is problem. In many countries, the pronunciation will change and the meaning will change. So this is the latest research that we developed a phonetic writing system. That means in this writing system, one sound, only one symbol. Ka. Ka means only K. You cannot use C-A-T, cat. Ka means K. Cha. C-H. C-H means cha. But maybe in another language it will be cha. No. C-H means only cha. Da. If there is a sound da, we are using only da. Okay. So take for example, kite. So if I write K-I-T-E, kite, okay. If you simply write K-I-T-E, kite, that means problem. Different country, different pronunciation. But if you slash like this in both sides, take for example, how can I? This two pen, okay, like this. K-I-T-E, and there will be two slash in the first and the beginning, first and last, so that the people will understand that this is not alphabetic writing, this is phonetic writing.